reason for it. It could be random.
Okay, last map. No matter what, last map. Pacific start on defense, APEKS on attack. I flamed Pacific short hold before.
And I'm not just talking
That's what
about
I'm
the
keeping
guy
an
on
eye
your
on.
screen. This has been one of the best
If they've sorted out their
but only one
short
team
holder, I
can take
apologize.
on that trophy. Only one team can ascend and have their dreams come true of making it to the VCT next year, and the other, they go home with nothing. That's literally how brutal this format ends up. You can do everything throughout the year, and it can all crumble to nothing. Comeback, it's gonna start things off with a clan. It doesn't get much better than that for the side of Pacific.
Well, he's brought his discount code 2 for 1 today for comeback. A few shots don't land after, but that's, well, it's not just fine. Larocque's gone down. Numbers equal.
Nice,
pulled.
bro.
Yeah, they've not fixed their short hold, so don't worry.
Opening side
Yeah.
They fixed it like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
But it's gone.
Is this the same
it's like
comp?
a plaster over it.
Has a recon. But they think that this
What'd you say
squad
now?
might have gone a
Is it the
different
same comp? No
direction.
changes?
Loyal
Yeah.
just about evaded
This is good
their
spacing,
sight.
by the way. By
Tucked down below, but they suspected the
Did the crowd
reveal
are giving
gets
it away,
him to
no?
shoot a bullet,
That's
and
a lot of
Kayak
bullets.
returns one to his head. This is APEKS after a collapse.
Dudes, 3v5 into this. I think, I'm telling you, man, they're going to just be running up short all the time.
And 1 round for APEKS.
Yeah, the pistol domination from APEKS continues. This has been a trait throughout the series, across the last few, especially. And when you lose 2 players immediately, this is where you need your heroes to come alive. Kayak, the Polish powerhouse, taking over the round. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're an APEKS fan. We have had crazy moments from every member, but we are still waiting for that Kayak.
You can get an early Yoru ult on. The good news is for APEKS as well, like with this comp, you got to go up short, right? When you have the solo Yoru, you got to take mid control. They're weak on short, and as your comp anyway, you got to take mid control. I think you've owned it.
And for Pacific,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can kind of get like a get out of jail free card. Like you can take mid control, and if they try and collapse on you, you can just keep you away.
Yeah.
Obviously, Pacific have played a lot
Also,
of
Kayak's gonna have his ult for the bonus.
a lot of experience on that stage,
It's
and
done.
no doubt the APEKS players do for the most part. Not this year. Not with this
Bonus could be
squad.
close.
It's a big test for them on that stage. They've been delivering so
We're
far.
not in the Cypher at middle.
All
Chris.
the way to map 5.
Thank you.
Avoided history repeating itself, but the very last hurdle has now been reached. Hype straight on the comeback. That's the opening pick down on mid. He might fall, but he only has a pistol. It's the players on the A site that our eyes are drawn to, and they are winning their fights with flawless colors. An easy plant to be secured. They even wait for the door to fully close before doing it. Just so cautious and giving respect to these players on Pacific, even when there's just pistols in play.
I was wondering if he was going to be sleeping or not.
I keep thinking this gun is a stinger when I see it.
I can never get to grips with these skins, man.
I thought it was a stinger.
Why does it look so weird?
I don't know. It's a stinger. A stinger on steroids, bro. It's huge.
Have you seen the Marshall from this lot?
No.
Ah, bruh, I hate the Marshall, man. It takes up 50% of the screen. Can't see anything.
Drop 1, he might make the next round easier. And that's the goal. That's the attempt to try and make things as costly as humanly possible. I think with the time
I'm actually just not a fan of this whole
He's
skin collection.
made the executive decision to go down to the spike, not gift any
Although
more orbs over.
once you kill loads of
Although I
people,
will
that ends
say,
pretty
Kayak
cool.
going into round number 3 is already going to have his ultimate online.
Yeah, this has been a huge start for him, and exactly like you
Big
said,
skin
Tom,
guy,
you
so-
wait for that map for Kayak to reach the form
The
that
only
we've
thing I
seen
need
him
to
hit
buy is the
again
aim on
and
the
again.
bundle.
Maybe
Other
this
than
could
that.
be the one. 4-0
What was
start,
that?
lots of orbs farmed, ult online, and that's a great entry tool in the round like this, especially when we look at the purchase for Pacific. They have pooled their cash, and they've gone in for a big
I mean,
buy on
that's a
comeback.
good
He's not gonna
bonus,
have
man.
any shields
Give
to
me a
work
gun.
with in this round, but he does have a big
You
old
go up,
operator.
no
And
armor.
if someone like Kayak can clear the way.
Wait, did he
for
save the
squad,
400? Or did he...
operator might
I
find
wasn't
it
even
hard
looking
to
at
find
it.
the
Is it because he got the
value that
kills,
we've seen
maybe?
clean out of these
Yeah,
rounds
because he had the
again.
sheriff.
Surprised this is when you see that.
Yeah, the
ultimate
kills
on the
actually
other
make it
side,
doable.
I'm surprised this is the round where you use it.
It is shocking.
You want to be more dynamic. You don't want to have yourself potentially completely blinded up within the first few seconds. He's going to take that space towards mid. Now already the doors have been closed. Looks to re-clear short instead. Make
this is
space
sick.
across the map for the rest of his team while selling Bruzy
That's so wrecked. Oh my god, that was sick. That's a nice strat.
That operator is still in hand though. Comeback, waiting to try and land those shots, but the trade is almost immediate. In fact, it's Rose who's managed to do the majority
Yeah,
of
that
the
was
damage
awesome.
behind.
Omen
He's dropped the
flash so
spike
they don't
behind
hear him
the
coming
door,
out of the
and then
Yoro
they open
TP
it
as
for
well.
him.
Really cool.
Peekaboo, a surprise that puts them in a 2v2 situation with Spike still dropped on
Big
the deck, but there's
flash.
plenty of time to
Ooh,
be played
that was
with,
nice
and
though.
it's
No matter what,
Jellison who will be
really
there.
good damage. They should be happy with
Soulcat's
this.
tried his damnedest, and it's a very costly round, but it's a round.
There's no third conversion for APEKS, that's for sure. But like you said, Tom, the cost is, well, it's calculable. The side of Pacific are going to have to invest everything. They're
Top
going to
tier
have
bonus?
lots
Yeah,
of
really good
weaknesses.
bonus.
There's going to be light shields.
I mean,
There's
this
going
is
to be
just a
weaker
giant
weapons
round
as
for everyone
well.
involved.
This is a phenomenal round for APEKS.
We
even
might
without
see an
winning
outlaw
it.
here, right?
And as you said, big investment of an operator early on. It lands a kill, but then it lands its way on the floor, and it won't be brought through to this round.
No outlaw, but we get a judge from the KO.
Yeah, you can see the damage
And we
that has
got
been
1,
done
2, 3, 4 people.
that
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or at least they're going towards short and pushing it back
for a
off.
while, at
Yeah.
least you'd expect from this short position. Utility used to just clear out.
Let's see the short hold, man. I'm worried about
Cypher
it.
set up on the other side. The plan is to try and reveal where.
Wait, I'm worried about this guy in
Comeback
middle
is
as well.
getting
What's going
out
on
of
here?
there. Just about. We'll have to break the door. Forcing him out of position is tough. Now, Rose is still sticking around. And if they back towards short, well, that nasty
Dude, is
judge
this how
is
they
waiting.
want to play short? I'm in for that. Dodge every round.
Last round, you saw Kayak use his utility to take control over mid. I think they're going to do the same here.
The thing is, he can't fake good enough or well enough here without going around the corner. So he's kind
yeah,
of
so
eyes
yeah,
on
just
short, and it
E in
looks
it.
like they are going to walk
Oh,
into the setup.
man, here we
it
go.
has changed though. Pacific no
Chat,
longer
how many
have
have a judge
Loida,
here?
who was the man baiting for him in Garden. He was supposed to take point of contact and allow the Rock to shred them after.
There has to
Instead,
be something.
it's going to be a flash and a big
Oh, the
play
crack
from
might give it
Laurent
away.
offered up. If he can dodge that, correct in time, and the judge will be deadly up close. One drop, and Annihilation activated. He tried to at least make them pay for that, and Comeback is the one to apply the cost. Spike on its way, and Comeback still holding strong, taking the pin out as Loida fires from afar, and they swing together to drop a Vova. Hype, the
Nice
last
hold.
one, with a chance to make a dent on this round.
Nice
12
hold on
seconds
this.
left, and he's already trying to find the player around the box. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, and the time is surely gone. 2 players to deny this plant. Shock darts
that was
on the
unlucky
way,
from him.
and bullets to confirm
That was a
it.
nice try.
Pacific in with another.
A really nice round coming out
Dude,
from
I like this though.
Turkish
Like,
squad
if you're
once
actually weak
again.
on shore, you just use a
having that
judge.
Control on short, holding
And
it.
they had to
The
trade it
thing
with
is,
an ult.
Laroc did exactly what he was needed to do. Like having
Like,
one
they need to
kill,
have
you're going to sit
someone,
there and maybe
they need to have
question
someone in
his
aim in for that
ability,
to work, I
but
think.
he ends up being bait as well for his teammates to
A
find
lot
those
earlier than
trades.
that Omen
The
was.
rest of the team were able to
Yeah.
use that
Yeah.
At least
weaponry
applying
to
some
sort of
pressure.
swing in
Yeah, yeah.
and trade out a lot of the battles that were made
Because when they're
awkward from
focusing
that
over
early
towards
fight.
A, I just feel like they're out in the open. Like
It will
short, they're out in the
level up
open
the
on the
scoreline
inside.
once again, but more
Like, I didn't see
importantly,
if Arnie had like a blind or
it'll
anything like that, but
reduce
if he did have a blind, then
APEK's
the guy getting a kill on short
to nothing.
is
After what
criminal,
was a
because they could have
stellar
found out that he was
start,
close
what
and just
could have
one
been a
blind
3-0
and
conversion. We
use
now
some other
sit
bits
level,
to push him off.
and with their coffers
But
completely
they got
empty.
nothing into this buy, man. We literally have a frenzy and a sheriff. That is it. We've got the classic outlaw route, and with how low their money is, they need to
And
try and
I
keep
would
this
assume
one
he did have a
clean.
blind. He's got one now, and he probably doesn't buy one on Nico around.
The economic
Who knows?
situation his opponents are in, he will have an easy time dropping these players. Even before the damage is done, no one has heavy shields. No one's able to
Dude, they
block those
chunked
bullets.
this shock dart.
The B site under threat. The numbers stacked up as Solkis distracts on the other side of the map. They look to strike. And it's only Rose and Jellison here to defend. The cam point of contact gets the information, but Jellison's in a tough spot. Oh, especially after that.
Oh.
Now they're all around.
Uh-oh.
And pistols everywhere up close. And the numbers, well, they overwhelm him quite
Uh-oh.
quickly. In fact, not a single dent to be done so far. APEKS, they lose one. Comeback, trying to make it costly. The Blade Storm's even
Whoa.
invested as he goes into the site, picking them apart.
Holy hell,
But it
what's
might not
going
be
on?
enough. Even after a big play from Comeback, we need one from Laroc. He's almost caught with an 8 in hand.
What
and
is
makes
this?
it
Still
past
no
it all.
plan.
Right over to the switch. And
It is such a good
now, the big
reposition.
swing coming, the shots don't land, though.
Crazy
APEKS
rounds.
investing barely
Isolated
anything.
the guy
Solkis
with the
is
gun.
sheriff, the big
Omen all
gun,
committed.
finds
Got
the final kill for
got
3
wrecked, to be honest.
2. The lead is in APEKS's hand.
I've spoken about dreams becoming a reality at the end of this final map, but the fact is that
Like
might
I said,
be a
their
round
B
that
hold,
will keep
not that
the
good.
Pacific side awake in their nightmares. There's so
Yeah?
many
Okay.
slips, so many whiffs, even
Got you,
I would
got
say
you.
an overextension as well. Like you talk about Comeback, you're the ones with the weapons. Yeah, you don't want to allow that plant to go down, but that was an attempted hero play that ends up giving them a further advantage. Straight away, ultimate
they
use.
waited for the
Just
knife on
looking
this,
to try and
though.
clear out as much space as humanly possible. He will be the one under pressure. In fact, 2 players are caught while TPing.
Oh,
That's a big
no,
mistake on the other side now. The
Surely
Pistols
not.
thriving. Aussie at
Not
least
back to him.
manages to bring things back into
The
contention,
Omen
but
Flash
Lloyd
missed the
has
guy
found
back
a
at
gun.
Jenny as well.
And he's not looking to cower away.
On your
Potentially
head.
wants to try and fight with it, taking
Oh, off it.
potential damage, but actually no, the
Yeah,
shot didn't land.
he's dodged this.
Yeah, he stepped back, and they spammed to try to deal with him if he did, but shots don't land either. Spike and a player sat outside of A. Orb taken by Malsey just went away from his Hunter's Fury, and now they start to shift back, trying to take the space, capitalize on what Hype has found.
I love when games get to this.
Spotted by the camera.
It's so
Just
fun to
players
watch.
waiting for them.
It's just not good Valorant, but it's good watching Valorant.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Caught with a recon in hand. That's unfortunate timing for Rose. That's the numbers equalized now, and despite 2 rifles picked up, the advantage now sits with APEKS. The only thing is the Spike's a little slow getting here, but they still expect on the Pacific side that there'll be a double back to A.
Yeah, the problem is they
30 seconds left.
have only spotted Hype. And if you've watched APEKS before, you know that this man is often left out on an island.
Is he really going to push
You're
spawn?
not
I
really
don't know
basing
about
too
that.
much of your calls on just seeing that man. You needed more
Yeah,
and more.
love this.
Eventually, more has been
No push over
delivered,
towards
but
spawn, has the OP
it's at
trip
the cost
down,
of the site, at the cost of the
10
setup.
seconds left.
takes the space as
Has
well.
placing everything Hype in such an aggressive position.
Kaik went
I
too
don't think he's been
fast,
seen.
but
They don't
he
know
went
he's
he went
there.
off
They
the
have absolutely
Omen.
no idea. They're already trying
He
to
went
push
off
their
the
way
Omen
through the
flash.
smoke with a man in their back lines,
Okay,
and they
nice
don't even
hold in
get
the end.
that far. A shutdown on a round that had some
Like
hope,
the whole
that
thing
had
with the Yoru ult, you'll see when he gets out of it, it's always like the
opportunities for
Omen flash combo. So
But APEKS stabilize.
2-round gap. They've done remarkably well. This should have been the lead for Pacific and a chance to extend, and instead, well, there was a scrap from the Pistols. There was danger. We were worried. But it's clean.
Hype
Again, though,
again.
like, dude, I don't care how many rounds APEKS get unless it's 10.
Big value by
Like,
Hype.
anything less than
Left
10,
out.
and I'm still
To creep
it's
around
where
the
I went
map,
for
we
me.
see that time and time again.
On defense, last round.
Defender's nightmare.
Like,
oh,
Because they're real. There's always a
Nightmare
chance.
right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
if APEKS were
Must have
getting
missed
like,
that one.
8 or 9 rounds on defense going into attack, I'd say it's over. Like,
Let's just all
Pacific
pretend
won,
we
but
didn't see it.
See what?
if APEKS gets 7, we're chilling.
You
Oh,
think?
it has.
Yeah.
7, what if they don't win pistol, though?
Back a little. Lloyd has been
Then
seen.
definitely not
Pacific
chilling.
are just going to be
That's
like,
not a spot that
"Bow."
you really want to be in. He's going to have to try
Well,
and
I'm
fight his
gonna
way
say.
out, and he
Oh
doesn't.
my, don't
Kaya's
love
gonna
that
win that
from
whole
back.
Just
We're
screaming.
seeing a few
smokes.
more blunders
I'd
creep
rather-
in for
on your big
Oh,
buy
that's
rounds.
top of the
fights
first
that
round.
don't
No
Yeah.
money for
taken,
next round.
risks that aren't paying off.
Oh, good ult.
And
It's getting
already
counter-rolled, but it's
that
almost defense.
advantage looking like it'll be converted.
Oh,
Even
did he kill the wrong
further.
person?
He gets caught. There is a trade
But
back
so
to
he
the rock
the
fangs,
second
another.
shot where he
Middle
missed,
one's
he
dead.
hit the person's legs at the beginning.
Does more
Yeah.
work than expected. But
I mean,
even still,
It's not a bad trade-off,
the
right?
rest
Killed the
That's
hardest
incredible
person
as
to
well.
kill.
the party. I say that Roses is just diving in, looking to try and do this. Or
Yeah, they
has
need a hero
support
plate.
from teammates, and with the spike still rotating into position, they'll retake it before it even begins. Somehow another kill has come through. A swing back in, but it's left all onto one, and eventually APEKS will get that job done.
They got an eco.
They're doing well on this attack side. Normally
got
they're
a
weaker
eco.
of the two.
That's a very scary sign indeed. The pistol round will give you the injection of rounds, but here now 3 in a row. APEKS finding full form, and I wouldn't even be surprised if Pacific called the
there's
timeout.
been some
They're
whiffs,
coming
yeah.
into this round with just pistols.
Everyone's
Will
nervous,
be a
man. You can
light
see.
buy for this
Because
squad.
this is when the
was
stakes
the
are at their
round where they
highest,
really
man.
had a
People are
chance.
missing their
I don't know
recons,
how Jelson
flying out
managed
the
to win
map.
the fight onto Sulcus either. It felt like there were some warning shots fired out. That warning was not heeded.
5 sheriffs.
5 for APEKS. And a full buy up against pistols, but, well, as we've seen so far, that does not equate to an easy win. APEKS almost fell to a buy that had less teeth than this, and in fact, APEKS punished with a buy that had a lot less. Hype, the one to open
been
this, and the B side is a
crazy
result.
consistent.
Wide open.
And nothing's
His
going to happen on
lurks
this
have
eco round.
caused so many issues now.
Out
As
of
said,
the
it's almost
3,
just the false
which are the
information that he
better?
sells.
Bourbon,
He gets that
custom
pick,
creams,
you
or
spot
knife
him,
biscuit?
and you still
Bourbons.
know nothing. You don't know if that's the full force of the team, because they always send him out isolated,
Yeah.
which obviously
Yeah.
has its risks about it.
I
It
don't
can
even know what to
cost
think,
you
man.
if he goes
Bourbons are
down.
crazy good.
But that's the thing, he feels like a safe
I'm
pair
not
of
gonna lie,
hands
like I used
each
to
time
tank
that
like
he
a
does
whole
this.
packet of bourbons
They've
like
got more
after school
information
every day.
of over.
Yeah.
Actually,
Dude, as soon as you,
close top mid,
as soon as you
that should
open
be a
them,
gun
the whole
to be
packet's gone.
retrieved. The issue,
You
though,
just eat one, you
still
just one
stands
shot
in
and
the
it's
Yeah,
like,
same
yeah.
shot. With a
You,
solo
and
defender
5 minutes is
in the
gone. You
form of
can't
the
remember
RGL,
what happened
that
for the
shot
whole
will
5
not be
minutes. You
landed.
look over, there's only
Come
one
back on
left.
low HP, has a chance
Yep.
here, but they're waiting
Yep.
for him. watching for him to push around that corner.
I think Neil's a bit too
and again, with
gory to play ball.
Showing themselves
What? No, I was trying to sort my... Honestly, I've been out of it for like 2 rounds because Foxy decided to troll me and donate like... Oh no. Foxy, Doma, Profect were all spamming me with 1 bit. And it just lasted a good 10 minutes.
Another player,
second
as well. Now you can see immediately.
The question was because nothing's going to happen if you go around.
He's got 1 before.
Biscuits.
What? Bourbons? No, I don't like bourbons.
Excuse me?
They're shite.
I told you it was a Tory.
No, they're shite.
Okay, what's your favourite then?
No.
What do you like?
A Rocky. We had this discussion before, no?
A Rocky? That's not even the same thing. I can't be bothered with Nil, man. Can we come out of the call?
What do you mean? I take a chocolate digestive every day. It's not
bro
a bourbon.
hasn't spoken for 4 rounds and he comes in with this?
Bro,
That's crazy.
I was trying to sort myself out. But listen, a chocolate digestive is the best biscuit. There's no question there.
No. Chocolate hobnobs are the best. But
Okay, yeah, chocolate
thank
hobnob.
you.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Now they have a commanding lead, one that's put the pressure on
Rocky.
for Pacific.
Yeah, I can't with this.
So
guy,
you guys
man.
don't like Rocky?
No,
Hello?
I do, but bro,
How about then shut up?
You're bringing in a random chocolate into it.
It's not chocolate, it's a biscuit, you idiot.
But aren't they all technically biscuits?
Or a penguin?
Rocky, a biscuit. Wait, I'll honestly Google it, Siggy. Let me see.
There's a world where
You
Pacific
could say the
Rocky
same
bar.
thing about a Kit Kat, which is true also.
A biscuit bar? Biscuit? First fucking word I can
Yeah, but
see.
it's not a biscuit bar. Like
The bar, bro. Like, we're not even talking about bars. We're talking about single
you're
biscuits.
So you only like
You're going to
round
sub-genres,
biscuits.
man.
That's the only round biscuits.
No, because
You
the
mean
nice
shape
biscuits
is
are
something
fine.
Did you say we're shapist?
You only
What
want
did you
round
say?
things. Yeah, shapists. I don't know if that's a word, but I've made it one.
Not a member
I don't
That's
know.
so
of this
funny.
Pacific roster that has played to a 5th map, especially when it's on the
I
stage.
can't believe you said
What about
Rocky.
Jaffa
It
Cake?
is a
I
different
feel like that's
ballgame.
trolling as well,
So
no?
not a
many
biscuit, is
factors
it?
It's not a
that
biscuit,
can
yeah, it's not a
play
biscuit,
into
yeah.
You'll spot that there'll be uncharacteristic mistakes, but the amount of time these players have been playing, the amount of pressure that is on their
Which
shoulders
part did you
currently,
think
it completely
by saying Jaffa
changes
Cake you
the
thought it would be a
dynamic of the
biscuit?
match.
When the
And as said, at the
definition
right
is inside of the name.
Kayak sits at the top of the board.
'Kay.
Soulcast alongside him.
Pacific don't get this
Experienced
round. It's
who've
done.
been here
They
before,
bring out
who
the
have
Odin.
fought all 5 maps.
And you're sat there
Sit
thinking
there
like,
with a
haha, I
smile.
trolled him, but no, he's
No,
got
This
like
is
a
the
I'm
further
not.
the series
Listen,
goes,
bourbons are
the more you
shambolic
have to
biscuits.
believe
They're
that
not
these
even
players
top
are in the
5.
driver's seat.
I'd even have a rich tea over a bourbon.
Rich tea, that is the... Oh, I guess I don't like flavour. Do you like eating sand? So do I.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. I'd rather have that over a fucking bourbon.
Okay, number 2, what's number 2?
6-2. It's not a damning
What do they do to
Number
you
two.
now? You're crazy angry about it.
Nothing, I just really dislike them, man. It just reminds me of stale biscuits. Like, they look so nice, and then you put it in your mouth, and you're just disappointed.
Big pick.
No,
Yeah.
you just want it.
No, that's not eating them, that's just taking it.
What?
Yeah. What's wrong with
They
that?
want to try and deny this man anything. He's going to go TP. He's trying to TP behind them in the spot.
Wait, he's stuck at
But
Evan.
you don't open it up and go like, oh yeah.
Evolver's a
No,
lunatic.
you
And now
literally
this leaves
just,
a
you want to
couple of
put it or
players
two-shot it.
somewhat surrounded. They're going to isolate
I hope they lost this
Jellison.
round, by the way.
Somehow,
Dude, Evolver
Oh,
just
Forward
stuck a
two
ult
stay
over
instinct
towards
play
heaven.
has actually worked wonders. Mosey with another. This round again is starting to fall apart for Pacific. With
Oh,
the
what a knife.
spike down in another orthodox spot, they go to
I like the
fight
swing
this
on the
one, and
knife.
Evolver's there
Bro,
again.
Evolver has
Yeah, Evolver's been
just
insane this whole
dominated.
And
this whole
now,
game.
comeback.
whole series.
Operator in
Yeah,
hand.
I mean, he's no
Just
hype,
hype as
but
well.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, but he also just gets like so many good 2Ks, 3Ks, like that. Shit, I don't know, man. If they win this, I'm never going to forget the TP and the spawn with the bomb.
yeah, it's true. Dude, his own notes have been ballsy. I'll give them that. They've been crazy, but I like them. Dude, this is too many rounds. I told you, man, this was the only map I was super confident with.
This round from Evolver.
Great,
We just missed the kill there on the Rose, deep in the spawn. Big
Someone
swing
just
out. As I
informed me
said,
that
the
they make
adjustment
chocolate from the
immediately
cream
drops
now.
down below. Puts him himself in a position where you've got to take
Now-
that 1v2, and you better be quick on the
That
second
sounds
kill.
pretty good.
2 rounds for Pacific so far. The defensive side.
Wait, should they not be
Not
eco?
found its footing.
They're not missing
Comeback.
so much util.
Classic
Drone,
in his hand.
one trip.
But he has some blades to fire out. See if he can cause a
Cage.
storm.
They have any
Apex
cages
with
down?
nothing but plain
They got
sailing
no
as they set
cages
their
down.
sights on B again.
Oh, the spam.
Oh, this poor guy back a sight.
Won't do too much.
Oh, this poor guy back a sight.
As you said, there's some gaps. The TP in. That blade sword already gone. In fact,
bro, they don't even have to commit to the site. Oh, okay, they're committing to the
The
site.
two that remain are sat within the back of this site,
Oh,
trying to hold. Already ultimate utilized, but it's only going to be that singular. And the second player.
man,
Dude,
Dom-
I tell you what,
it's good
Dom's,
with that ult, no?
Dom's ult on this map, yeah, it hits. I remember
He's
watching
always
that
good at
one.
them, though.
And little to no chance for LaRock to try and
Can I be
find
devil's
this one.
advocate? I think
He
it's
knows
pretty
a
easy to
couple at
hit
least
that
are within
on
the
this
site. He
map.
can probably make the educated guess that
Yeah.
the third is there as well.
Wait, did we not have this
How he
conversation before?
isolates them?
When we agreed.
That's a completely different ballgame.
No, we talked about it. Like, I agreed with you that
Really. got
he's
two
really good with
flashes.
it. But I think,
Lotus
like,
as well,
this-
no?
I'm gonna be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't say the same thing about Lotus, because it's kind of true on Lotus as well.
and that's all he
Like,
can do.
you still have to hit them. Right? So, like, it's not like it's bad, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
it is like
Leading by
easy if
6.
you know.
The attack side is shaped up beautifully.
True.
Despite a little bump in the road, PCIFIC, they haven't been able to put up much resistance thus far.
Wait, where's the Volvo's dad
Comeback will
gone?
come through with another
So
operator
he's off
as
celebrating
Dazzle
already.
leads the chat down there in
This
the
is done
audience,
deal.
APEKS. Well, they seem to be just a few steps away from breaking the curse that's haunted them for a year now.
It's been something that has been talked about for a long time.
8 on attack.
Every single member of that team
That's
joined the VCT. They just didn't take the APEKS name with them. The org, happy
Do I miss
to
coaching?
reinvest,
Some aspects, yeah.
to continue to fight once more within that tier 2
I don't miss
scene
losing, though. I'll say that much.
and put themselves on the map once again.
Build-A-Bear, thank you so much for the tier 1, bro. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the 4 months.
Of APEKS.
Wait, what are we doing
Everything
here?
is,
KO.
do they have the bottle to close it? Last time around, they didn't even win themselves a map. The fact they got the first one relatively quick in this series was a good sign, but they have had their blips, had their slip-ups. They don't want this to be another one. Under pressure is Molesy, and he's
A
gonna
nice
go
kill,
down.
bro.
That's
they
a
can pick up
rifle in
this
hand.
gun. They clear all the
On
A.
other
Okay,
side, there's
I
an
mean, they
operator.
win this round.
That goes walking right into it. The trade, though, is
I
immediate.
don't know what the
Rose
comms were like
has
over
not had
towards
the
A,
best
but
time when
that
it
guy
comes
should
to
not be
defending this
re-swinging that.
site. He's almost in a one and done angle. It's whether or not he's actually going to find that one at all. He will, and then trade it out.
Spike down.
Could be enough. LaRock already here, backed up by Jellison. They'll take the space. And sure, the wall's going to block for a moment, buy some time, but the reveal means there's nowhere else that they need to look. No concerns.
This is such a hard
I think
retake
one of
if
those
you're
sonic sensors destroyed
PCIFIC,
immediately.
man. 2 dead dog
Plant
traps.
to be found.
And a smoke.
Vova
Never mind,
dropped
those troll.
off the bat.
Okay, I jinxed
Soldiers
it, it's
will
almost
get
fun.
nothing. PCIFIC finally back to
Dude,
winning.
I'd know
It's not
better
too
than
late.
to say
8
stuff
to
in these
4
situations
possible,
now.
and we've
I just stay
seen them
quiet.
make
I'll
it
let Nil
work
do it.
from a worse position than that.
What about a
even in
9-3
this
cursor,
series.
are we?
Yeah,
Just
so
have to make
just
sure
not get
this
around
isn't
here.
Flash in the pan.
Dude, they all
But
have the
the thing is,
Gentleman's
Pan-
Classic and
Floor for good
spray.
luck.
They are giving
See
it.
if it can work this time around.
They are shooting lots of bodies as well.
Still
I
showing.
mean, they need to be shooting the living ones first,
They
but
can battle,
they
they
are
can
shooting
roll.
bodies as well.
One enemy remaining.
So is that toxic? Like that?
Solid shutdown and comeback,
Maybe.
of course, at the heart of it. That operator in his hands has been a nightmare for every team that's faced him. The last couple of maps, APEKS have done well to weather that storm, but even still, he sits right at the top of the board. LaRock may be going a little bit more quiet than we expect. Of course, one of the youngest players we have playing in the entirety of this tournament, but even still,
It's a change up for this
he has
one.
made a
Anything
name
fast,
for
we've got a
himself.
Sova ult.
and I'm sure will continue to for many years to come.
Dude,
Question we
we're
have
doing the
Pacific
Hiko,
is
aren't we,
today
man?
their day.
Everyone does a
The last
Hiko
map.
with this overall.
As we've
We're
already said,
literally
it could've been
taking
theirs.
short,
There's
we're
been
waiting, we
opportunities
pressure
for
mid,
both
we go
teams.
back
We
to
could have seen a
short, we
3-0,
recon
we could
over
have seen
towards tree, we all up, send it.
3-1 in
Is that
either
what we're doing?
direction, but the fact
Oh,
is it
hold
went
up.
the distance. It's gone to Ascent.
Sovas. Oh no, yeah, they were doing that.
With the final round of the first half.
Mid
chance for
confirmed,
APEKS
go
to
back to
take
short,
themselves a
recon's
commanding
coming up.
lead, or at
Gonna
least for
see him jump
Pacific
on the
to
box.
finish
Oh wait, there's a
strong.
different lineup. We droning first and then doing it?
Ultimates on the
Okay,
only one
drone
online
first,
is
then go do
Molesey's
it.
hand could play a big part in this round. Already though, util denied.
One down.
Hunter's Fury
Oh.
activated, come back on for one. LaRock, he's caught behind the
Would've
wall,
preferred
but
the
they
recon
step
on
right
short here,
into
I'm not gonna lie
problem.
to you.
That's a big mistake. 5v3.
Yeah, really would have
APEKS,
liked
huge disadvantage now. locked
really,
down
really
in
would have
every
liked
part of
a,
the map. They try to fight, and the wall they put down is now being
Eco
broken.
recon here.
No
I tell you who
control
was
for
silent
the attacking
MVP here,
side, no
LaRock, man.
advantage to fall
LaRock
back
does
on.
his knife
Their
here.
eyes
It
seem
stops
to
the
shift
drone.
to the
This guy
B
can't
side.
get
The
checked.
focus there.
He gets the
Traps
kill
still
because of
await
it.
them, as does Jellison. The rest of the squad is rotating through. The Cams caught the information. Rose has caught the cross, and Hunter's Fury will be put through to try and
that's a nice
down. And, well, he was getting caught by that or something else. A lot of weapons pointed at him. 8-4 as we close out the half. Not as strong a lead as it could have been for APEKS.
Yeah, it is a position where Pacific have a chance to fight back from. An advantage in the first half over the last 2 maps has not ended
pistol,
in a
yeah,
victory.
in that situation
the fact
again.
Is, though, could this be the difference? Maybe the last half after this one. We'll find out after a short break.
Are you guys confident or what? Because, yeah.
Huh?
Maybe if we get pistol and an anti.
Right, they got 8 on attack. I'm feeling great, surely.
Okay.
You know, the Jaffa Cakes had to prove in court that they are legally considered cakes rather than biscuits for VAT purposes. Because cakes are 0 rated for VAT. Damn, how do you even know this, bro? You straight up Googling? I love how Bacon's just like, yep, tax thing. Like, Bacon just knows about it. It was a thing that you learnt in school for law. Damn. Early case study. Look at you lot go, man, honestly. I feel like everyone knew that. Everyone does not know that. That's crazy. That's such a crazy thing to say. Yep, everyone knows it. Everyone knows. Everyone in the entire world.
Depending on how this half goes, Pacific 4 rounds behind and 8-4.
You did, yeah, that's good. But if even 5% of us didn't know, but still not everyone. Shaf FPS with the Prime. Thank you, appreciate that. I'm going to be watching other regions for Ascension. Yes, playoffs for Americas, and a little bit later for Pacific. He's in the region, not these guys.
He's collected the whole team, bro.
At least he's back in the crowd.
Right now,
got a little bit closer, he had to come back.
He's went to the car to get all the players, no?
Yeah, that's true.
For Pacific, it's almost a must.
Oh,
That's so
chunky.
much damage. That shock dart has left 3 players on their last legs. Comeback is still not shying away from a fight. Maybe he should have.
He's got a double kill.
A double again? Is this a repeat of the pistol? We saw this.
Confirm the round.
Okay.
Nah, we didn't see Kayak get a triple. Nice, come on. Come on, the boys.
Last man standing, another
Nah, it's impossible. Nice.
Nice. Okay, well,
let me see how Bubba's dad
now
done
it's
this.
really hard for them to
How
lose.
Bubba's dad's collected the 5 Pokemon, bro. He's won.
Anything's possible. At least it's not 11-2.
Did I miss what Yampy said?
You gotta look to Kayak in those pistols, man. What was it, a 4K to open up the first at 3K for this one?
What are you typing,
listen, if there was another pistol round, they might avoid him. They might not give him the fights, but that time is long gone.
It's a little
double.
It's the shock dart that does so much, and that's the thing. You're gonna see the assists of Molesy climb quite high after that. He had so much impact in the round, and while it's really not shown in terms of the
they are sending it, and they all got hit by this.
Very little to play with in this round, and while comeback executed, a chance again to just farm up orbs, 2 away once more.
I'm a fan of the Outlaw now.
In round
Not
number
that
3.
I wasn't before, but it's really fucking broken.
It's able to get them so much in terms of information. The worry for Pacific now is that that energy is dwindled. They fizzle out in the final map, and will APEKS claim the crown that was promised to them a couple of years ago? Their entry into the tier 2 was something to be excited by. They built a team of veteran
Isn't even the
players.
buff with it, right? He's just bought it out.
They believed in it
They're
again.
not even playing on the buffed patch.
That they can make the right choices, that they can invest in that coaching staff, the people behind the scenes, and put everything, I was going to say on red, but I guess on orange.
But Bren, thank you so much, man. 27 months.
Pacific
Appreciate that.
Round. Yeah,
thanks for the tier 1, dude.
There's nothing to be found.
Thanks so much for doing that.
A little bit of damage
30 seconds left.
will only reduce the torment of what they have to fight against in the next. And then they have to, once again,
did he see him
deep to string a crazy amount of rounds together. With the average age
look how easy it looks.
You'd expect this to be a done deal. That's signed, sealed, and delivered at this stage. But that can only be your belief if you're joining us right now. Because the way this series has gone, as said, they've already fought back from a 9-3 deficit to turn a map into their favor.
Yeah, it is really theirs to lose at the moment. We've got Outlaw, we've got Yoru ult again for the bonus. So they could just heavy retake if they wanted to. We've got an Outlaw that can one-shot 2 people.
Those last 13 to 11s, 2 in a row, that's going to drain you.
Are they sending it?
Deep into the series. Nothing can be left in the tank.
This is a cool idea though. You spam this a little bit quicker with the recon, and then we have the person spamming from short. It's an EG, but you spam this from middle as well to get it down earlier.
The APEKS side, players like Avova being at the top. He was the first to reach it.
Damn, bro, yeah, this gun.
Kayak, the young gun joining that experience, and he's picking up the opening. Malsey realizes that's maybe not a risk he needs to take. Avoids the spam battle down mid. Still an advantage late into the round, and they're walking right into the deadlock setup.
Yeah, this is the thing. You've got to try and delete it. A dash into this position will almost definitely leave you stunned, and instead,
bro, this guy's absolutely farming them, and he knows that he tagged the second guy, so he just gets out the pistol.
Loiter, last man standing, and wow, shocked up. It tells you that they know where
this guy's
he
still
is.
dealing with the wall. Why didn't he insta-shoot it when it went down?
Getting past all of this utility is a no-go, a no-show. And it's looking like that's the case for Pacific in this final map. They have made their maker.
Well,
APEKS. They've got so many chances
we
now.
did, but the smoke was there, so we couldn't see it. I mean, he's got to go in the smoke, though, bro.
But more importantly, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful trophy.
Oh, he got a double, yeah.
And an organization that has real love for Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, this all grinded it out.
What did he say?
Yes, you are. The experience is there. 11.
I don't know what the first bit was, but the second bit was about his age.
Plenty of chances
I thought he was 25, but
that's why we see Pacific
something
call
better than
timeout. They need to be flawless from this point forward. Certainly, if they want to win in regulation, and the margin for error is slim to even stay alive, to push to an overtime. They started with a weak buy as well. They'll put all their
I kind of missed that room, not gonna lie.
This
like a
is the
teleport
home
there.
stretch
The coach room?
APEKS.
Yeah.
This
Nice?
is their chance to undo the
But it's nice,
disaster
just
that
everything
was
that kind of
last
goes
year,
with it, you know, like the
losing
hot
to Le
chocolate,
Petit Buffon,
Sure, yeah.
and then going
like,
all the way
memories.
through the season. The rest of it barely dropping a map. It was we used to write home about the time a map was close with these guys. And then, well, the old roster, of course, not the same players, but the banner. We expected to see it hung in this studio throughout the year. Instead, it's only made it for this one appearance, but next year could be a different story. 2 rounds, all that separate APEKS from all they've ever wanted. And Pacific need an incredible comeback just to have a chance.
What's worth mentioning, although there's been a lot of changes, one man, you saw him on your screen
did the
moments
button
ago, Danito. He was there for it all. The highs, the lows,
What?
and the rebuild.
What did Neil say?
He's been a massive part of this team.
Wait, how's
He's
the
just
money?
been given
Yeah, that's
time
for
to
the
talk to
they
his
went for it,
boys.
right?
Pressure.
Jesus, he is
Seemingly.
annihilating
Yeah, they
in
have.
this gun. Oh god, he's got the shorty out as well.
Picking it by himself. Dude, all the Euro maps, or all the Euro games this guy's played has been so good.
Dude, they're just
I said
sitting in the
13-3.
grav
I want
net.
a 13-3 sticky. I'll take a 13 for me.
From getting themselves to that promised
Yeah, that's true, we said this.
A
We said you're
place.
fine with it.
It feels like they
At least I
it.
wasn't wrong with this map.
We have heard it.
I'm not
from
really
You
every
actually called it
tier
from the
one
start
team.
if it went to 5 maps.
Who are you
they would win.
screaming?
Yeah.
Who are you playing against? Who are you practicing? Well,
That's the
APEKS,
only
of
thing with
course.
Pacific, man. The map was
And a
just
lot of the time,
not
APEKS are winning.
good enough.
They go through
I
their
guess.
regional league like a hot knife through butter.
They still did
There were
pretty good on some of
conversations
the
about
maps,
that
though, that I
making them
didn't think they were
weaker.
great at.
Yeah.
Competition they face on a daily basis wouldn't prepare
Bro, I mean,
them.
this
They
has
did
been
lose
a
their first match in Ascension, to be fair to
Didn't
them.
look great, though.
Hey, it's
been
still
a
a sick
bizarre
final, man, because
Yeah.
Lotus and Haven were
But in the end,
unbelievable.
we've made it here. 8 chances.
Yeah, I think the other maps had their moments as
to
well.
lock
Like
in that spot in
Abyss was
VCT.
actually like
Yeah,
pretty
this was
solid
fun.
map.
To bed this series, the Pacific have fought
I mean,
so
the
damn
underwhelming map for
hard
me was
for.
Hunter because it just looked
But history
Yeah, that
this
one was
time
kind of whiff.
doesn't look to repeat itself.
Yeah,
as
doesn't look great
Molson
when that
picks up
stuff's
the
happening.
first.
This must feel so
The
good, no?
dominoes start
Dude, he
to
tagged him
roll.
again as he's
He's
dashing in.
Yeah, I'm so
He's
happy
on
for the
10
odds, like,
HP.
it is,
The man who's pulled them out of so many tough spots in this series,
Go on.
in this tournament, but now he's gone in what could be the last round. Jealous Sun trying his best, but fight
happening,
down in the
Here we
rock
go.
is all that
1 HP for Soulcast.
1 HP on Soulcast.
I'm glad it's slowed down a bit. I want to savor the win.
Strike champion, the hero of all.
Zarek Val with the tier 1. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 7 months. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Laroc's dead as fuck. Come on, Avova. You may as well, mate. Avova does not lose clutches.
1 versus 1 for a VCT EMEA
2 bullets.
They're outside his name at the crowd.
A little longer. LaRock is
They're going to give his position away, no?
To give
Eventually, yeah.
The 16-year-old prodigy stands between his opponents.
He's only 16, man. That's absolutely.
And everything. Not just the trophy, the VCT spot, but for a lot of these players, it's a chance to prove that they've still got it. That they can make their way back even when dropped, even when left by previous teams. Avova, he's been around for a long, long time and looks to try and face off against one of those new kids on the block.
Oh boy, well.
Final kill is absolutely everything. Timing comes down to the last second.
TP?
He's beat the top of the bomb.
Yeah, I thought he's going to CP. Damn, dude, they did it.
Go, bro.
He's just, if you do a lip read, mate, you can see what he just did there.
He's giving it.
Oh, man. To the land that was promised.
Big,
they are back. They are in. They have made it.
Respect, man. I mean, what is it? 4 of them got kicked from their teams?
I mean, it's sad for those guys, but I think it's the best thing for.
It's the best outcome because
no, at least in the
I think so.
Yeah, because the other guys can't play because of their age.
Yeah,
so it is the best outcome.
You wouldn't see this team.
Yeah.